Your journey in Contractor Flow is going to start on lead intake. Lead intake is that guided method for data capture from the initial call. It's going to help reduce any unnecessary dialogue and data capture. We have focused and proven methodology that's going to help streamline your process. It's that consistent approach for that first interaction with your prospects. You'll also have the ability to create tooltips that will guide your team through their lead intake journey. All the fields that you see on lead intake are fully customizable in a custom UI configuration that is easy to use. From lead intake, we go into our customized appointment scheduler. It's going to match appropriate resources and availability based on skill set. You'll be able to use a time range slider that's going to help you find the best appointment for your prospect. We've improved efficiency in the scheduling process by giving them the ability to sort and schedule by distance. That can calculate from your office address or from the addresses of your estimator's home location. We also have preset durations of time that's going to help you maximize your team to run at full capacity. Welcome to the product selector experience. There's 3 different ways that your team members can search for products in the system to start building their product list. The first is by creating pre-made lists, which is going to help you avoid human error for the products that you sell on every job. The second is by doing intuitive search in the system by typing in keywords and narrowing down their search results. The third way is by searching for products in high-level product family categories. Any 3 of these different ways of searching, you're able to add products in a one-off fashion, or if using a pre-made list, you can click Add All and add all those products in a few clicks of a button. We built a custom color object allowing your team to select colors that are available for certain products in the system. Then your team members are able to start entering in quantities of the products that they intend to pitch to the customer. You'll also see that you can start typing notes at a granular level of where these products are going to be installed that can also pull on the contract. You're able to clone or delete any of these products in your list en masse. We built a fully loaded quote creation tool that allows for multiple quote options for presentation to the customer. You have the ability to quickly add products. Your team is able to adjust quotes 1, 2, and 3 on the fly by copying or deleting any products, preparing them for presentation to the customer. They're also allowed the ability to quickly adjust interest rate on this screen. Our quote presentation tool will guide the salesperson on presenting the quote, getting the yes, and overcoming objections all on one screen. Our quote worksheet is catered to the salesperson with a built-in slider for quick changes and modifications based on the feedback from the customer. Once they update their changes, they click out the worksheet and are back to the main screen, ready to present to get the yes and close the deal with the customer. The line drop that you see on the main screen is initiated by tapping your mouse on your laptop or touching the screen on your iPad. You can quickly get right back into the worksheet slider and make any adjustments needed. You're immediately back into the close to accept the quote. We built an account file storage hierarchy system off of files inside a Contractor Flow. Your team will be able to upload any of their documents inside of files. Then under account files, you'll be able to see the hierarchy of where all the documents are stored for that address under the account, as well as search the individual object to view the images or documents that were uploaded from there. PandaDoc is our e-signature solution for Contractor Flow. It allows you to send via email or in person. It's also going to streamline your business by having initials, signatures, and dates in the right spots at the right time, streamlining your same-day close process. We built an approval process in the system that's going to help streamline from sales to production. Your sales team is going to be able to submit for approval, and it will notify the designated approvers in your system. If everything isn't filled out on these opportunities, they're able to reject these opportunities and request that more information be added. The salesperson is then notified that their opportunity has been rejected and what they need to fix. They'll fix anything that was requested from a designated approver and resubmit for approval. Once they resubmit for approval, once again, the designated approvers are notified in the system. If everything looks good on the opportunity, they're going to approve the opportunity and an order is created. Orders is where production begins. It's going to encompass all the products that you have sold at this very specific address. We created a custom payment object, allowing you to create many different payments by adding in your date, the type of payment, the method, the amounts of your different payments, invoice numbers, and notes in the system. Payment information will fill in custom fields on the order. Once an order is activated, it's going to fire off its own individual projects to let you manage the products you install at a granular level. You can also generate an order report right from the record. Projects is where you're going to be able to manage the installation of your products and services like you never have before. We created a solution for permits when managing projects. You're able to create as many permits as needed. You can enter in permit status, permit locations of where you're doing the work. You can enter in the permit amount and any applicable dates for permits. Once you save these records, you'll also see you can link websites where you file for e-permit, quickly directing your team to the right place. We have created a custom section on projects where it's going to allow you to manage any dumpster information. You'll be able to tie dumpster companies to accounts inside of the system, enter in where the location is for them to be dropped, selecting any dumpster sizes, entering in your permit amounts, and any applicable permit dates that you need for dumpsters, such as when were they ordered, when are they going to get delivered, when is the dumpster being picked up. You can also assign in the system who ordered these dumpsters and what permit status it's at. You will be able to efficiently manage your projects by stage changing in the system, getting real-time analytics. We've taken scheduling for production to a whole new level. You're able to select in the scheduling section the skill that's related to the employees that install, enter in the estimated days, hours, and minutes. If you fill out the scheduling section on the record, it's going to autofill the skill level, the days, the hours, and the minutes that you had entered, allowing anybody at your organization to schedule. You can also include Saturdays and include Sundays when searching. Once you see the available install appointments, you're able to also sort in the system by distance to see who's closest to run that install. Once you select the event in the system, you are able to manually adjust down to the quarter hour. You are then able to add project workers in the system, and what this does is allow these specific employees access to update these individual records. We created a custom object called Project Costs, and this will allow you to granularly add in the costs of these individual projects to calculate margin like you never have before. Now you can set target margins to be proactive instead of reactive. You'll have the ability to manage your service calls under cases inside of ContractorFlow. You'll be able to create these case records quickly and efficiently for your team. You will have access to immediately start typing whatever issues the customer is calling in about. You'll also be able to have the scheduling section just like you do on projects in production, so you'll be able to relate skill level and schedule estimated days, hours, and minutes. The training section is amazing. It allows you to start tracking training initiatives that you need to work on with your installation or subcontractor crews. You'll be able to note in the system any materials that your teams need to bring with them for the service calls. You can also note where the case origin came from. You will quickly be able to get into the case scheduler, be able to search by skill set, days, hours, and minutes, as well as included Saturdays or Sundays. Once you check the availability of your team members, you'll also be able to sort by distance in the case scheduler. You will be able to quickly grab your event, which you can adjust all the way down to the quarter hour for start and end times. The ContractorFlow package comes with 5 amazing dashboards and over 55 reports that start feeding into these in real time as soon as your team starts using the flow. You'll see here this is the Lead Setter dashboard. In the Lead Setter dashboard, you can start tracking how many appointments your team is setting for the day, the week, last week. You'll be able to see what your two-legger conversion percentage is, reset appointments happening in real time, how many outgoing lead calls are they making for the week. You'll also be able to see how many appointments have been set for that duration, how many opportunities your team is running, and what's your overall lead conversion percentage. This is our sales efficiency dashboard. This is tracking world-class metrics for your sales teams. You'll be able to see how long they're spending on quotes 1, 2, and 3 for a rolling average of the last 90 days. You're going to be able to see their true close rates in the system. How many demos versus no demos are they doing? How well are they selling price 1, price 2, and price 3? You'll be able to track in the system how well your team is doing selling same day, greater than 1 day, or 1 day later. You'll also be able to see how well they're overcoming objections in the selling system for positive and negative pre-closes. You'll be able to see at a granular level the top financing terms your team is selling. The Sales Manager dashboard is going to give you high-level analytics on how the team is performing as a whole. What are your current sales for the current month, calendar year, and for the products and services that you're selling? How many demo no sales do you currently have for the calendar year? What are the reps that have the most demo no sales? And are you running at full capacity for the day? And which reps are giving away the most discounts? Our marketing dashboard is going to give you guys next level analytics. How many leads have come in? How many of you converted? And how many of you sold in these campaigns? You'll also be able to see in real time your overall cost per lead, overall cost per opportunity, and average cost per sale. We break that out at a more granular level, as well as showing you your marketing percent to income in real time. When it comes to production, the GM dashboard is going to be where it's at. You'll be able to see what is the dollar sold for the high-level product families that you sell for the current year, how many have you completed and closed for the year, how many projects do you have in progress. You're also going to be able to see how many active projects you have in real time broken out by stage for all those high-level services. You can also granularly track your cost and margin of all those active projects.